So I decided to watch the worst episode yet of The Flash. At least that's what people are saying. And it basically revolves around the lady with luck powers. I forget her name. And I already knew this episode was not going to be all that because Barry was not in it, the main protagonist of his own show. And yeah, it was an outrageous episode, but I still wouldn't call it the worst episode yet. We still have episode 14 in season 7 with Allegra. And in this episode, the latest episode, the opening monologue was cringe and so many plot inconveniences or inconsistencies. Sorry. For example, the characters need to get somewhere like quickly, or at least Cecile needs to be on a train going somewhere. And did they forget that they have like teleportation bombs that they use every single time that they are fighting to escape back to Star Labs? I don't know why she couldn't use that bomb to teleport to the train. So it's like the writers forget the very thing that they introduced in the show and only use it when it's important to use it. And people can say that like the show needs to happen or else it'll be unrealistic, but I disagree. I think there are certain ways that you can write it so that you don't have to be put in that position where you need to contradict yourself. So yeah. And we also have the new synopsis for the next two episodes. For episode 7 called Wildest Dreams, Iris is visited by Nia now, and that's such funny. Iris is visited by Nia now as she needs Iris' help. When Iris and Nia fall into a fever dream and explore different possibilities for their lives, Barry and Chester, Allegra and Cecile desperately try to help them. Meanwhile, entertains Keon, but they have different ideas of what is fun, leaving Keon to feel that Mark is trying to make her something she is not. So this episode seems a little bit interesting because Barry is gonna be in it at least. But again, these are all interlude episodes until the ninth episode, and I don't get why in the final season of the show with 13 episodes and 45-minute runtimes, I don't get why we are spending 3 episodes on side characters and side plots. If it doesn't add up to the actual main story, I don't get it. Because you could have used this episode to, I don't know, resolve the Legends arc or any other character in the entire CW Arrowverse whose show has been cancelled. Or you could explore what happened to their lives after Crisis or something like that. But they spend it on supporting characters that no one cares about. And for episode 8, the synopsis reads, a seemingly simple mold inspection at Star Labs leads to unexpected time anomalies. Barry and Iris try to make sense of the confusion and figure out how to get back to their reality. Chester admits a secret to Allegra, which makes things awkward between the two, and Allegra relies on Cecile to act as a buffer. Meanwhile, Keon meets with an old friend of Team Flash. Again, more Cecile, Chester, and Allegra drama. I don't get it. Like, why are they going one step forward and 2 steps back? Like, just this is not important right now to the main storyline. I don't think it is, but we'll see. And I am a little bit excited for that whole time anomaly with the molded inspection, but I really hope it has something to do with the main story. And Keon meeting with an old friend of Flash, I'm really not hyped for that because Cecile, the actor of Cecile, once said that in the season 8 finale we're gonna see a character's cameo that is gonna blow everyone's mind. But she was talking about Damien Dark, who had been introduced in the beginning of that season. So clearly the writers and the actors can hype up anything about the show. So personally it doesn't faze me. And we have gotten the next 2 episode titles revealed. For episode 9, it's called It's My Party and I'll Die If I Want to. Kind of like a strange choice for a title, but I'm cautiously optimistic about what they're going to do with this episode. I think it's a play on what Frost said in season 6. So, and this is the episode where Bloodwork, Oliver Queen, Wally West, and John Diggle return. So, I'm not sure why they will go with like a Frost saying in an episode that I'll imagine doesn't include her that much. And the next episode is, of course, A New World Part 1. So, yeah, that's about it. Cautiously optimistic about the next episodes. But this episode 6, kind of sucked. But I still wouldn't say it's the worst episode of The Flash yet. So, yeah, peace.